Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. Usually we'd be talking to American Manganese CEO and President Larry Ray. Larry's under the weather a little bit here. So we have company CTO Zarko Meseldzija filling in for Larry. Welcome to the show, Zarko.
Thank you for having me, Jim.
Zarko, a very busy year for American Manganese. Can you give us a bit of a rundown?
Yeah, this will be my first time on the podcast. I decided to do a little year in review as we've had a pretty busy 2019. So I also want to do this because I know, throughout the year we've gained a lot of new investors, a lot of people looking at the company's newest developments, but really catch everybody up on what happened up until now. So just with the pilot plant achievements, really all started in January when the pilot plant arrived to the Cometco facility and we commenced the testing of cathode scrap material. From there, the pilot plant was in stages, so 1 through 5, and we did an approach where it was stage by stage. We collected data, really tried to optimize on each part of that process. And with the first results that came out pretty quickly was on the extraction. So those are the first 2 stages, and what those are focused on is extracting the active cathode material from the aluminum substrate. So, for instance, we tested NMC and NCA cathode material, and some of the results that we announced for the NMC in particular, we got up to 93.6% recovery on the lithium, 94.8% on the cobalt, nickel was 91.3%, and manganese was 96.4%. And these were great initial results, and also the company has realized, where can we optimize and where can we improve, and this has continued on. And then going forward a little bit in stages 3 and 4, which really focus on purity and the precipitation of the materials. Again, for the NMC, first we had 99.88% purity of that cathode material. And then we slowly improved on that and realized where we can make some corrections, and we reported 99.93. And then shortly after that as well, with the NCA cathode material, we reported 99.94, which is, great results for the company and really positive overall. And just in September, with stage 5 testing that we completed, unfortunately because of the patentable information, we won't be able to disclose much, but we're really happy with those results and really happy to see how all those stages came together from January to September. And, our battery recycling process has gained lots of traction throughout the year. So throughout that process, we've had a lot of visitors, a lot of NDAs, like Larry always mentions. And from there as well, when we finished the pilot plant testing, we received some material from some third parties, and we began testing on that as well. And those are the most recent results where we achieved 99.98% purity and 99.977% purity. Now this material, now that it's recovered, we'll be going back to those third parties for further analysis. There'll be some back and forth. A lot more that goes into that now on their end and on our end. So as more material comes in and results, we'll be reporting on that. But now, outside from the pilot plant throughout the year, we really had some exciting stuff go on as well. For instance, we partnered with the U.S. Department of Energy, and that was on a project focused on creating a complete solution to promote a circular economy. In addition to that, we were granted our patent, so that was 13 months after the filing, and we've applied for the national phase applications in 7 countries. We were also granted the second patent, and that was actually within 12 weeks from the date of filing. And on top of all of that, we've also introduced the Recyclico patent process, which many of you may be familiar with now. I know there's a lot of investors asking, when will there be a name change, and the company saw this as the best approach of branding the recycling portion, or what we call the urban mining portion of the company's technology. As Recyclico, there's a lot more complications, and it's not as easy as it is change the name of a public company. And there's a lot, we still have our mining assets and everything. So, but Recyclico really encompasses the lithium-ion battery recycling portion. Also, just a few months ago, I also attended the Canada's Battery Initiative in Toronto, and it was great to see Canada getting in the game for the battery value chain. So the event was organized by Natural Resources of Canada, and it's just really exciting to see all the different companies, provinces, territories taking part and realizing that there's a huge opportunity here and there's a shifting landscape. And going forward now, I mean, this is just like a quick overview and summary of everything that has gone over in 2019. But now everybody's wondering what's going to happen now. The pilot plant testing is done. We've gotten great results with some of this third-party material. There's what's going to happen next, and it brings the attention back now to as well our partners at the DOE and our MOU that we signed with Battery Safety Solutions, because again this is a second look into the end-of-life solution. Because with the pilot plant, we've been focusing a lot on cathode scrap and the manufacturing waste from, cathode manufacturing. But now with the end-of-life, what happens, to a full EV battery? And that's where, groups like Battery Safety Solutions and the DOE have come in and are working on really unique disassembly and discharging methods, and they've been sending us that material as well. Actually, it's just about a year that we signed that MOU with Battery Safety Solutions, and throughout that year as well, they've sent us multiple revisions of disassembled batteries, and we've gone through and tested those, and there's a lot coming in that aspect as well, and I think the company will be reporting on that as well as it comes in, and we've discussed with Cametco kind of an action plan and what the deliverables are and what our priorities are. And one of those as well as the latest press release was the preliminary engineering design and economic analysis for our 3-ton per day commercial demonstration plant. And this commercial demonstration plant is going to be focusing on the cathode scrap, and I think really at this point a lot of parties have come to visit the lab at Cametco and see the pilot plant and signed NDAs, are getting interested in the scale up of this process, and I think we have to start now in 2020 looking at these numbers and the engineering design, and I think that's one of the company's main focuses going forward. And if it's as successful as the year of 2019, things are going to be looking really good in 2020.
Zarko, where are you traded and under what symbols?
So we're traded in the Toronto Venture Exchange under AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under AMYZF. And we're traded on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange under 2AM.
And if people wanted more information about American Manganese, where should they go?
So you can go to our website, AmericanManganeseInc.com. You can also go to our other website, Recyclico.com. That focuses on the lithium-ion battery recycling technology. And you can email Larry at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. Or you can also email me. I guess I'll leave my email and that's Zarko@AMYMN.com. So ZARKO. And you can call the office at 778-574-4444.
Zarko, thank you so much for the update, and I hope Larry gets well soon.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
My guest has been Zarko Meseldzija. He's the CTO at American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on December 6th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.